Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys a gorgeous vintage Bottega Veneta handbag. If you see the thumbnail, you already know what it is. It's in this beautiful caramel brown color in the softest, plushest leather. But before I do the reveal, if you guys are new here, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm trying to reach 3,000 subscribers this year, so I would really appreciate it if you could hit that subscribe button down below. And if you want to connect with me in my socials, it's at JishDLF. By the time that this video goes up, I would have already sold this bag because this is a bag that I actually purchased to sell. However, because it's in this beautiful rare color and just in like luscious leather, I just knew that I had to make a video on it before I actually let it go. Because this is such a beautiful bag, and because of this bag, I actually fell in love with the Bottega leather, which is why right now I'm kind of contemplating on getting the new Jodie. But more on that later. First, I shall show you the bag, which is in this vintage Bottega dust bag in this like very nice thick suede-ish material. So it's the vintage dust bag, and this is what the bag looks like. And look at that beautiful caramel brown color. And if you guys are updated with the fashion trends, you guys know that this color is so in right now. It's such a popular color, and especially in this vintage style, you would rarely be able to find this in this color. It's usually the dark browns or the blacks that they have. So when I saw this, I knew right away that I had to have it. So this is the Bottega Veneta Vintage Intrecciato Hobo bag, and this is in the size medium. So this bag was launched I think in early 2000s, and it was such a hit with celebrities. It came in a few sizes. This one's the medium version. I'm not sure if there's a smaller one, but I believe there's a large as well, which is more of like a really hobo type bag. This might actually look big on screen, but it's actually just right for when you put it on your shoulder. So this is what it looks like on my shoulder, as so. So it's more of like really just a shoulder bag, not so much like a hobo. So this was the first vintage release because as you can see, the zipper is still this leather pull type of zipper, and the under strap as well as a part of the top strap, it's just smooth Napa leather, and it's not the Intrecciato weaving as you can see over here, because the version that they released after this had like a full Intrecciato weave for the top handle. So this is just what it looks like. It's very flat, and from the side as you can see, if I lift it up like this, there's really no depth to it because this bag is supposed to have that slouch when you stuff it in. So off the bat, it's just a plain flat pancake kind of bag as you can see, and it can go as flat as this. However, let me stuff it so I can show you what it looks like stuffed, because I feel like it looks really gorgeous when it has stuff inside. So I just put in a few dust bags in there, and this is now what it looks like. As you can see, the sides depth has already expanded because it's in the softest Intrecciato leather, so it made way for the things inside, and the body really molded to whatever is inside the bag. And this is what it looks like in the front, and if I carry it as so, this is just what it looks like. It's just like a soft vibe to it, and I think it's really gorgeous. The interior as well also has such a luxurious feel. I swear, like, vintage bags are made differently because the interior of this, when I first got this bag, I was like, wow. Like, the craftsmanship back then was really top notch because the suede of this, guys, when you touch it, it really feels luxurious. So basically, it's a suede finish inside. It's lined with suede, and it just has a zip pocket over here. You can put your stuff in, and then just the Bottega tag. This bag was in such excellent condition when I got it. It only had like few scuffing, which is very, very light scuffing actually in the corners. Just 2 scuffs over there, but everything else, like the actual weaving, all the weaving is intact. The handle looked good. There was no discoloration. The handle wasn't darkening. The zipper didn't have any scuffing, because usually that's the sickness of vintage bags. Like, because you open and close this part a lot, and because it's like the soft Napa leather, it tends to scuff here as well if you don't really take care of it. But the previous owner of this bag took really, really good care of it. That's why it's still in such gorgeous condition. This bag was not recolored or retouched, which is why the leather is like in original soft condition. And I'll actually tell you a story, because this bag made me fall in love with Bottega. I actually never really used to mind Bottega. I thought it was such a simple bag. It was a very plain, understated bag, and I've always truly been a Chanel girl. So Bottega was always the least priority trendy. I really paid it no mind. However, it did get pretty popular these past years, and because I had an inclination towards the caramel color, when this specific caramel Bottega bag came up, I was like, okay, I need to grab that. Because I swear, I've never seen this vintage Intrecciato handbag in this caramel color. Like, it's really, really very rare. There are a lot of Bottega bags going around, but they'd usually be in like black or dark brown. But in caramel, in this shade, nada. So I knew I had to get it, but after getting it, when I realized how beautiful and soft the leather gets, because I also do go into Bottega stores and I try out their bags, but the weaving seemed stiff, so I never really paid it any attention. I never realized that for Bottega, the more you use it, the softer it gets, and this is the first time I'm ever touching like a vintage used weave handbag, and it's just, oh my gosh, it's super soft, guys. So that's when I realized how good the Bottega leather actually is, because in store the leather is still pretty stiff. So with regard to softness and the luxurious feel of the leather, Bottega definitely stands out. I'd say that it's even more superior than Fendi leather, because I have a few Fendi bags. That's also better than Balenciaga leather, because I think it's a little bit comparable, because the Balenciaga City also has that like soft plush vibe, but this is like next level. It's so soft and it just feels very expensive. So when I got this, I initially was buying it for myself, but when it arrived, it was so beautiful and so soft that I knew that this was not gonna be my last, and that I would actually most probably replace it with a new Bottega. I realized that I wanted to have my own Bottega Hobo that I would grow old with and that I would age with, because this has aged so gracefully, and I just want that feel with my own Bottega Hobo. That feeling of aging where the leather starts out stiff when it's newly bought and it slowly softens with time and makes it even more luxurious after years of wear. I wanted a Bottega that would have that journey with me. So that's really what I felt upon seeing this, that I would actually most probably purchase new so that I'd have a bag to age with. So yeah, as much as this is a beautiful color, I really want a new one. So I am saving up for a new Bottega, a Jodie, in this color as well, the caramel, because yeah, it's just so beautiful. But I really decided to sell this so that I could make way for a new one. So I'm not sure when I'm gonna get that new one. I'm going to try to get it cheaper because the prices here in the Philippines are so expensive. So we will see about that. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys this beautiful vintage hobo, because for those of you who like the hobo look of Bottega, or those of you who like the Jodie bag, or actually in general any hobo of Bottega right now, this is something that you can consider. If you also like vintage bags, this is great. I hope that this would be a video for you guys to see how beautiful it is, and for you guys to see how the Bottega bags age, because wow, this is like an early 2000s bag, and look at it, like beautiful condition. And yeah, in general, this is my first Bottega bag, and after this I'm so impressed, and now I have my eye on Bottega. I never used to mind it, but this bag really made me make that switch. I know understated bags are also very in right now, so if you guys are looking for that quiet luxury type of handbag, I'm not a huge fan of that quiet luxury trend, but if you guys want that vibe, I would say this more of just like an understated handbag, then this is definitely it. So if you want that Bottega look for cheaper, then you can definitely find this vintage in such amazing condition. But for this caramel color, I must say that you might be fetching a premium for it, because as I mentioned, you can rarely find this color in the vintage market. But if you're okay with like black or browns, there are a ton in the vintage market these days. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is gonna be my last video with this bag, and look at it, it's just so beautiful. It's very hard for me to part ways with this bag because, oh my gosh, I really fell in love with Bottega after seeing this. But we can't have everything in life. We have to let go of some things too when we have an abundance of other material objects with us. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, I would really appreciate it if you hit that like button down below to help the YouTube algorithm. I'm trying to reach 3,000 subscribers this year, so if you guys aren't subscribed yet, I would really appreciate it if you could. If you want to connect with me on my socials, it's at TrishDLF, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!